Hello. Thank you very much for inviting me to participate and share my experience. My name is Carmen Fernández Morante. I'm a professor at the Faculty of Education of the University of Santiago de Compostela in Spain. I'm member of the Educational Technology Research Group, and currently I'm the head of the Institute for Research in Educational Science at the University of Santiago. I will try to answer in a synthetic way the following questions. Question 1. From your experience, how does the Erasmus Plus program improve your role as a university professor? Well, I have been participating in Erasmus Plus program for more than 25 years. As a university professor, this experience gives me a lot in my professional development. On the one hand, the possibility of working in collaboration with other university and non-university teachers from different European countries. It's very gratifying and important to be aware of the European diversity, but also of the potential for innovation and learning that we have when we share common goals. The architecture of European projects, their requirements in management, the transparency that requires explaining all the activities that are going to be carried out, such as who is going to carry them out and who they are going to be programmed over time, has helped me to improve my research strategies. European project designs have to be very clear, executive and viable. The design of Erasmus project therefore requires very rigorous and thoughtful work. The social, cultural and European dimension is another added value for a university lecturer participating in Erasmus+. To recognize common values, to build a vision of Europe that is humanized and supportive, and to share the cultural, artistic, and geographical heritage of each of the members' countries. The program also has an added value for university teaching staff because it allows university students to be involved in projects. In this way, we train university students who are aware of the European dimension and live and experience social, cultural, and academic exchange. It must also be said that in these more than 2 decades of participation in European projects, the Erasmus Plus program has always been a source of funding for educational research and innovation. In some years in which the economic crisis affected the financing of educational research in my country, in Spain, Erasmus Plus made it possible to sustain research activity and to develop of educational knowledge through its different actions. Question 2. How has your close collaboration with schools influences your teaching activity and a global vision of the role of the university in the training of future teachers? Well, as a university lecturer in a faculty of educational science, exchange and collaboration with schools and non-university teachers is essential to generate knowledge and to make our research relevant and transformative. I work in a field that requires constant experimentation and therefore requires continuous collaboration with the schools and teachers. In my field, educational technology, we need at all times to know the needs of the practice and formulate proposals that one's assessment can be useful to improve education. From this point of view, the close collaboration with educational centers that allow the different Erasmus Plus projects is an added value in my profession. But this contribution is bidirectional, since the knowledge generated by the university researchers can help professionals to improve and solve problems, but also without the knowledge of these professionals and their collaboration, it's not possible to develop educational research. Without doubt, my experience of collaborating with the schools and teachers of all educational levels through the more than 15 Erasmus projects in which I have participated have improved me as a university teacher, has allowed me to reach my students, who are the future teachers, with the reality of the schools, the vision of teachers, and the contact with the practice. The faculties of education have a great responsibility in the training of future teachers at all educational levels. Therefore, the university, as the agent responsible for this training, needs to promote the permanent contact of university professors with not-university teachers and of the Faculty of Education with the schools of all educational levels. It's common for the university to be perceived as distant from the world of practice. In our case, we cannot afford these positions, since the quality of initial teacher education is directly related to knowledge of the world, of the practice, and of the teachers. The Erasmus Plus program makes these links possible and establishes bridges for collaboration and the creation and transfer of educational knowledge. Question 3, last question. What makes you feel most satisfied as professional? Absolutely. When I look back, I'm very pleased to see how the result of the Erasmus Plus project that we have launched have been of help to teachers and schools. And I'm also particularly pleased to highlight the collaborative network with hundreds of European schools and teachers that we have been able to establish. I'm proud of the positive and horizontal climate that we have been able to generate among the researchers of the university, the teachers of the schools, and a diverse group of institutions and profiles that have also accompanied us in this project, such as technology centers, non-profit organizations, companies, educational administration, etc. Without a doubt, the Erasmus Plus program has marked my professional career and has configured and aided an incalculable value in my professional knowledge. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Marta Martoa, General Manager of Sabon Business Area Association, and we are participating as partners in the AUKE project, our third Erasmus Plus project. Erasmus projects help us to improve on one of our lines of work, promoting the entrepreneurial spirit among young people, to train future socially responsible entrepreneurs from an early age. We have already developed this type of project with more than 700 children for primary and secondary schools in recent years. We also collaborate with the regional government and the provincial government in programs to promote entrepreneurial vocation among secondary school students, and also in our closest local environment, in our municipality, Arteixo, we have extended these projects to vocational training, with a more intensive work program with the students, complementing the syllabus of formal training with other more practical topics and orienting to the real application of the acquired knowledge. We have working on this type of entrepreneurship promotion project for 10 years, seeking to transmit knowledge to students in a different way, with a model focused on promotion, the creation of companies, so that we can have more and more entrepreneurs, which will contribute to establishing population in the territory and creating wealth in their close environment. But also bearing in mind that there will be a significant percentage of students who will be employers in the future, and for them this type of project has to meet the objective of acquiring transversal skills that they can also apply to their jobs. Examples are the use of the latest ICT tools or the public presentation that students make in the project to businessmen or university teachers, for example. These are projects in which students learn by doing. Erasmus Plus projects have allowed us to take this experience to cities in other European countries, and have also made it easier for us that in recent years we have also focused on teacher training as the best way to multiply results, since by training teachers and getting them involved, we guarantee that the project can be replicated in more and more schools, in more cities, and in more countries. The leap in quality in our collaboration with local educational centers for improvement of innovation in education is provided by the partners of the Erasmus Plus projects. Partners have vital importance in the outcome of Erasmus Plus projects, so that an important project can have poor results if the work of the partners is not excellent. That is why we like to take care of the consortia in which we participate, and we like to have partners with diverse profiles, such as universities, associations, business sector, public sector, and of course, schools. Partners are the ones who help us to improve, to apply innovative methodologies, and to contribute to educational innovation in the centers with which we work. Erasmus Plus projects have given us the opportunity to acquire new knowledge, thanks to the new contribution made by our partners in these projects, and which we can continue to apply in more specific local projects. All of this benefits the innovation program in educational centers that we have at local level. As a professional, what makes me feel more satisfied is seeing the involvement in the project of both students and teachers, and that our participation in projects is increasingly requested. We are convinced that it is worth continuing to promote this line of work to foster entrepreneurship and the creation of business plans. And Erasmus Plus projects are an ideal environment for developing. I think that if 1% of the students we work with become socially responsible entrepreneurs, the effort will have been worthwhile. And this Erasmus Plus project, AUKE, is an ideal framework to develop it, and we are delighted to be a part of it.
Hello. My name is Xavier Sánchez Santos, and I am a project manager at Sabon Business Area Association. And together with Marta, I'm taking part in the A Welcome Kid to Europe project, AUKE project, which is an Erasmus Plus. Talking about how do Erasmus projects improve my daily activity, I must say that participation in Erasmus projects open us up to diversity and to a better understanding of how to seamlessly integrate the multicultural requirements, as well as people from different backgrounds and cultures, into our own projects, those we develop from the association. Participating in the Erasmus projects give us the opportunity to learn about how work is being done in other countries in general, and in particular, how to integrate the entrepreneurial perspective into the educational process, so we can help educate the new generations of Europeans. In addition, it allowed us to learn about different educational methodologies and give us the opportunity to take part in the development of innovative ways of working and educating, as well as putting them into practice through piloting different projects. So at the end of the day, our daily activity is enriched by this diversity and innovation, which translates directly into a higher quality in our performance as an entrepreneur association. When talking about the collaboration with the schools and how that improve innovative education, I think that this close collaboration with the schools in different projects, and specifically in this one, A Welcome Kid to Europe, allows us to improve innovative education in two ways. The first one, because it allowed us to transfer the methodologies, the tools, and the values of entrepreneurship to teachers, and through them we can reach students from different European countries, which give them a new vision and approach for the educational process by developing transversal projects which integrate the knowledge that students acquire in different subjects into one specific matter, and to do so with a sense of purpose, let's say, of usefulness, thinking about their future professional development and the possibility that some of them, come the day, may found or create a company. On the other hand, this collaboration allows us to improve the pedagogical approach we use in the educational undertaking projects that we develop as an association with the schools and vocational training centers in our own region, based on the experience we learn from the schools which we collaborate on during the Erasmus projects. In addition, through the dissemination activities planned in every Erasmus projects and all the European projects in general, and through the dissemination platforms that the European Union has available, these results that we can create can reach beyond the partners of the project, generating a multiplier effect. What makes me feel the most satisfied as a professional by participating in the Erasmus projects, it's not so easy to say. I mean, it's because there's a lot to say in this regard. In the first place, and since this is one of the aims of our association, I am very satisfied with the ability to integrate the entrepreneurial values into the educational process of young European students. So some of them may consider in the future creating a company when they finish studying as a way to start their professional development. Secondly, seeing the involvement and the interest of participating teachers and school in learning new ways of motivating their students and promoting for them a better future inspires me and inspires us to give the best we can offer as professionals in these projects. Thirdly, because it allows me particularly to learn new ways of doing things and integrate new perspectives into my work. Things that I would not be able to learn if I don't participate in this project, or if I didn't participate in these projects, not only this one. So, just to summarize, knowing that from my modest position I can contribute to build the Europe of the future by participating in Erasmus projects, it's something that it's extremely motivating for me, and that push me to continue learning and improving as a professional.
Hello, Marcos. Can you tell us about your experience in European projects?
Hello, Milagros. Although my experience with Erasmus Plus program is short, I can say that it can provide many improvements. Erasmus Plus program allows teachers to participate in training or workshopping in different countries and learn new teaching methodologies. As everyone knows, you can share experience and learn from other professionals across Europe. But one of the most important things for me is that through the program, I could establish connection with colleagues from other countries, creating an international network that can be useful for future collaborations. Everything learned will be put in the classroom in front of my students. In fact, the relationship with the students is the most important thing for me in this program.
And now is the turn of Dario. Hello, Dario. Where are you studying now?
Now I'm studying in Orders, but I've studied in Cerceda for many years since I was 2 or 3 years old.
Did you have opportunity to travel in Erasmus?
Yeah, I've traveled quite a few times. First of all, we went to London. We were about 12 years old, and it was our first trip, but not the last, because then a year later we went to Treviso in Italy, and we took the advantage of the trip to visit Milan and Venice. And finally, last year in Principio Cruce, we went to France and also to Parma in Italy.
That's very nice. Well, do you think the school classes are more interesting in a school who participates in Erasmus Plus?
No doubt, it's really interesting to learn through innovative methods because it's not about learning boring things. It's about learning cutting-edge technology such as virtual reality, Arduino, building boats, etc. Let's be honest, that kind of knowledge it's always useful.
What are your best memories about Erasmus Plus?
Well, it's a difficult question because I've got a lot of memories, but if I had to choose one, I would pick an experience in Italy, in Treviso. As I mentioned before, it was our second trip, and at least for me, it was my first boat race. That way, the day before the race, we were all so nervous. We were checking all detail and we were just frantic. But finally, everything went okay, so it was fine.
You are talking about the race. What was the race about?
We had to build the boats. We made a program with Arduino, and that way we had to run the boat, but in a limited time.
Thank you.
Throughout all these years participating in the Erasmus Plus project, we had the opportunity to do many activities such as working with boats or robotics, improving our knowledge of new technologies. We have also participated in an exchange to France for 9 days, and we have attended and participated in some talks which help us practice English and get along better in this language.
What are your best memories about Erasmus Plus?
We have the opportunity to do many activities, but for me the best was the trip to Italy. There we participated in a boat competition, and this is my favorite Erasmus Plus experience because it helped us to improve our language, and we also learned to handle the boats and new technologies better. Besides, I believe these activities are the most fun, and travel to another country give us the chance to visit the cities.
Where and when did you do the activities Erasmus projects? Were integrated in the class?
Yes, sometimes we did it in class because a lot of things were related to some subjects such as English, technology, etc. Nowadays, we had a subject called project work where we did a large part of this. Furthermore, when we had free time, we also did projects because we loved making them. It was super.
And what were your best memories about Erasmus?
My best memory about Erasmus Plus was when we put both projects into practice in Italy. We were able to see projects from another countries and we learned a lot in the trip.
Now I have a question for any of you. Do you think activities in class and topics are more interesting when you participate in Erasmus, or is the same? The classes are the same.
It's different because in the class you can learn another things, and in Erasmus Plus in the project you learn different things.
Let's say the classes are more interesting for students when you are working in Erasmus Plus than when you're not.
In the class, you can see a lot of projects, and in the Erasmus Plus, when you go to, for example, we go to Italy, you learn of the boats, for example.
You have the opportunity to learn about other topics that you wouldn't work on it. Do you think
Yes,
so?
the other countries learn the language, and we learn a lot from the other countries because it's different to Spain, for example.
And what about you, Dario? Do you think it's interesting to have the classes are more interesting when you participate in Erasmus Plus projects or daily lessons?
Yeah, because we spend a lot of time doing the same things, learning, but always with the same method, just listening or doing homework. But when you have the opportunity to learn something or to participate in Erasmus project, you are happy because it's something that allows you to learn new things, but also in a different way, in a funny way.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for you all. And if you want to say anything else, you can. No. Thank you very much to all of you for participating in ErasmusDays. Thank you.